When you're looking at a generator that promises 9,500 peak watts, it's easy to get swept up in the numbers and forget the everyday questions that keep you up at night. Will it actually run the appliances I need? How messy is the fuel swap? And what happens if I'm trying to power delicate electronics in my RV or home office during a storm? I'm going to walk through the real-world experience with the DuroMax XP9500iH so you can see where the value truly lies, and whether it's the right fit for your specific situation. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the dual fuel capability is the feature that most people ask about. In theory, you can run on gasoline or propane, which sounds like a safety net, but the practical side matters. I've seen a few owners keep a small propane tank as a backup for when the gas pump is closed, and the switch on the unit is literally a knob you turn. No extra hoses, no complicated adapters, just turn the knob, pour in the fuel, and you're good to go. That simplicity is a genuine advantage if you're camping or you live in an area where one fuel type might be scarce during an emergency. On the flip side, you do need to keep two separate fuel reserves, and the tank capacity for gasoline, around 7 gallons, means you'll be refilling more often than you would if you ran exclusively on propane. If you're hoping to eliminate the chore of refueling altogether, that's a hidden trade-off. The inverter technology is another selling point that often gets tossed around without context. Inverter generators are praised for clean power, which is crucial if you're plugging in laptops, a home theater system, or medical equipment. The XP9500iH does deliver stable sine wave output, so you won't get the buzzing or flickering that can fry sensitive circuits. In my own tests, a 55-inch 4K TV ran flawlessly, and a small home office setup router, monitor, and a couple of chargers stayed online without a hiccup during a simulated outage. That reliability is what you need if your work depends on an uninterrupted internet connection. Now let's talk about the remote electric start. The unit comes with a handheld remote that can crank the engine from up to 30 feet away. For someone setting up a generator in a backyard or under a canopy, that's a practical convenience. You don't have to crawl over a hot metal engine in the dark just to pull a cord. The remote pairs reliably, but you do have to keep the battery in the remote charged. The package includes a battery tender that plugs into the generator's 12-volt outlet, so you don't have to remember to replace disposable batteries. If you're a frequent user, that little maintenance step is worth noting. One of the safety features that can't be ignored is the CO alert. The generator monitors carbon monoxide levels and will shut down automatically if it detects unsafe concentrations. That's especially reassuring when you're using it in a tight RV space or a garage where ventilation might be limited. It isn't a replacement for proper airflow, but it does give an extra layer of protection that many lower-priced models lack. The downside is that the alert can be a little sensitive. A sudden wind shift that pushes exhaust back toward the intake can trigger a shutdown, so you still need to position the unit with care. The built-in automatic transfer switch (ATS) outlet is designed for those who want a seamless switch to backup power. Plug your home's essential circuit into the ATS outlet, and when the generator kicks in, the transfer happens automatically without you having to manually flip breakers. In practice, this works well for a few critical circuits like the fridge, a few lights, and a sump pump. However, it's not a full-house solution. You can't connect an entire breaker panel without additional wiring and a professional install. If you're looking for a plug-and-play whole-home backup, you'll need to budget for extra components and an electrician. So, who should consider buying the DuroMax XP9500iH? If you're an RV owner who travels a lot and wants a generator that can handle air conditioning, a microwave, and a couple of devices simultaneously, the dual-fuel flexibility and clean inverter output make it a strong contender. It also appeals to homeowners in regions prone to severe weather who need enough power to keep essential appliances running for a few days. The remote start, CO alert, and ATS outlet all add convenience and safety for those who plan to use it as a primary emergency backup. Who might skip it? If you're only looking to run a single small device, say a laptop and a phone charger, this generator is overkill, both in price and in size. The 9,500-watt peak rating means the unit itself weighs over 150 pounds, so moving it around a small campsite or a cramped garage can be a hassle. Users who live in apartments or condos, where space and storage are premium, may find the footprint and fuel storage requirements impractical. Also,